Hey love bugs, welcome or welcome back. If you're tuning in for the first time, I'm Ashley Bedeck. Thank you so much for tuning in. As we are midway through the holidays, I feel like sometimes it's good to just give the frontals a break. Now the extensions, sometimes it's hard to let go. You want a little oomph, you want a little vibe, you may want a little color, a little fullness, but the frontal definitely can take a break during the holidays because when you're around blended family and friends and going to holiday parties and events, sometimes it's good to give forehead and a little bit of realness of like maybe like a clip-in extension or a sew-in vibe, something just a little bit more inviting. So today I've teamed up with Unice to give you a really nice option. Now today we're going VPart wig, and it gives you like the illusion of tape-ins or the sew-ins, so you kind of give the vibe, but you can still do it at home. This one here is a VPart wig, and it comes in a beautiful ombre. So you start off with the natural brown, which blends perfectly with your natural hair, but then they added in a beautiful color at the ends, and they even gave you a little bit of curl to it. So I went ahead and did a quick and easy install. You'll see how much better my hair is beginning to thrive, because I know like 2 VParts ago, like the summer, it was looking real see-through. So I did give myself a big chop not too long ago, and you guys can see the hair is just looking a little bit more healthy. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the tutorial. Be sure to check this one out. Of course, there's a direct link down below, and without further ado, let's get right into the video. Okay, love bugs, happy holidays. The forehead is foreheading. I just gave myself the best like pre-poo. I mixed the pre-poo with the deep conditioner, let it sit in while I did the same and detangled the girl's hair. Then I did a good wash, good condition in the shower, and then I even went back in and did the deep conditioner one more time on my hair. Did a beautiful blowout, but I was so hot. You ever been like so hot that you're blow drying your hair and it feels like you're sweating, so you're like your roots are probably sweating? But my hair is feeling so much better. I know that the last couple of times I did VPart wigs on this channel, my hair felt see-through, and I still have thin hair, so that definitely hasn't changed. My hair is very fine as far as like the actual strands are like thin, and then like thin as far as like how many strands of hair I have on my head. I did a big chop, I want to say a month or 2 ago, and I am loving how full my hair appears to be, and I'm just realizing if my hair has to be like in a bob forever for me to keep like clipping it and keeping it full, then that shall be what it is. But today we are going to add a little bit of length. Even when I hold it like this, it just feels full, and it's crazy to me that some people like this is like one section of their hair. Like some people have like 4, 5, 6 big sections of like this thickness, and this is my whole hair. So but we do want to add a little bit of finesse, if you will. So today I'm teaming up with Unice, and they sent me a VPart wig, so we're gonna go ahead and get right into it. This one here is 24 inches in length, and we got some goodies in there. I'll show those towards the end of the video. Let me go ahead and open it up. So as you see, we got some length, and we got some color, and we got some curls. So obviously my hair is gonna be straight. I'm gonna take a little bit of hairspray, or maybe a lot, and I'm gonna go ahead and let these set. While these set, we're gonna lay this ever so gently. I'm gonna bag back a little bit. I feel like I'm like all in y'all grill, or maybe y'all all in my grill. Okay, so I got the flat iron fired up. I don't even know why that was so hard to say. That's gonna be the only hot tool we use today, with the exception of the blow dryer, which we already used off camera to get this nice old blowout. So for this one, it's gonna be a VPart. So the VPart probably is like from here to here. I like to overextend it simply because my hair is so thin that I want to make sure that everything covers. Okay, so hopefully this is enough hair to leave out, but now I cannot see. Look at how thick that ponytail looks. I'll miss my length, but I am happy to have some of the fullness back. I'm gonna go ahead and just brush the rest of the hair out, and I think I'm just gonna put it into a low bun. Actually, you know what? I am gonna do 2 braids. Nothing fancy, I can barely see. So let me just go ahead and braid this hair down and then put it in a ponytail, just to avoid my hair tangling, because I'm very tender-headed. Okay, so I went ahead and left the V out. You probably can't see. I overextended the V, and then I did leave some like hair out in the front. This is something I never do, but I just want to practice different techniques to see what works for me. So this is the hair, as we already seen. It's a beautiful ombre where it's natural up top in color, and it goes ombres down into like a nice chocolate. They included some beautiful curls that are going to brush out really nicely. And then this here is the inside construction of the cap. You guys can see we're loaded with combs and clips. So this part here is the V, and you guys can see there's a strap that goes across, and you're gonna cut this off. This is here just for like formality, or so that the actual wig when you receive it can have structure. That way, if you're someone who like out of the box, say for instance a bride getting married, when her stylist takes the wig out, they can sit it on a wig head and it, you know, has the structure. And then you don't cut this part off until you're ready to use it. Along the V, you do have the combs, and they're pretty loud. You know if you clipped it in or not, and they all surround the perimeter of the V. That way you can really secure it on. And then on the side you get more, well, these are combs, and then these are clips. And then at the nape you do get the drawstring and the combs, and you get this like gummy technology. So you got a lot going on. I love the drawstring because we all had a V part that we put on, and it fits snug. It was beautiful up front, but in the back it was like floppy if you moved it or didn't have the comb. So this is going to give you a custom fit so that it can fit the perfect size, shape, and dimension of your head, and you can squeeze it and get it as small or as tight as you need it. And this is something that can be adjusted with the wig on. And then of course you still also get your adjustable straps. So hopefully I was as detailed as can be with what's going on. And now we could go ahead and throw her on. But first, as I mentioned, you do have like these little straps here. So once you're ready to wear it and you tried it on and you know you want to keep this wig, you can go ahead and cut these pieces off. It's literally like the equivalent of cutting the lace. But let's go ahead and put her on. So it is a little bit different than a frontal. With a frontal, you kind of like will put it on and flip it back. But I kind of like to go around like this and bring it up. And with this, you do pull that wig cap back. You don't need to see it. And you find where you want it to sit, and you can slide it in, drop it in. Same thing on this side. Find where you want it to sit comfortably. Unclip it, put it in, snap it. Now that you have this in place, I'm gonna make sure that the back is in place. I'm gonna take that drawstring and get it as tight as I need it. And you can also use that comb to like keep it down. And this is what she looks like from the back straight out of the box. Of course, we need to adjust everything and get it perfect. But you guys can see the length, the color, the curls, the texture, and all of the above. Now before we start to style her, okay, so now that we're installed, let's go ahead and see about styling her. So obviously we're gonna go ahead and go for a center part, but you can definitely switch up the parting and do like a side part. Make sure you push some of the hair backwards so that it'll cover the back as well. And you can see with the way I did it, I have a pretty thin hairline, but I kept some hairs forward so that everything can like cover and blend. So I guess the next step to do is just to go ahead and straighten it out. I'm gonna straighten it and see if I need to like curl or bump the ends, and then we will pull all the curls out and see like how everything blends. Okay, I'm watching my girl Platinum, shout out to her. I'm gonna take a little bit of this. This has been a really good like edge control. And I'm just gonna slick my edges at the very front since this is like a more pressed style. Okay, and then from here we can lightly just brush out the curls. Now again, keep in mind this is a like V-part wig, so you don't want to tug too hard because you don't want to tug, and it's almost like if you tug it's not gonna go anywhere, but it also, like if you're tender-headed like me. Okay, so for my natural hair, I almost like the fact that it's fluffy. Okay, so I love the fact that I left the edges out. You don't need to leave too much per se, but I do like the fact that the edges are out. I picked up this Briogeo sleek stick from Sephora during the Sephora sale. My hair does need a little bit of like oil or like something to tame it down a little bit, just because I don't have like a texturizer. My hair is not heat trained, so I do find that it will continue to puff and frizz every chance it gets. So I'm gonna leave it like this, and again, I like the fact that I left the edges out because it just feels a little less bald or scarce in the front. And then we have like our little sideburn pieces, our little antlers. And you can add a little curl to those. I'm gonna keep them straight. This one will even look good like in a messy low pony. You can twist it up and leave it like pinned up. Okay, so before we go, I do feel like I wish this was like a big Shirley Temple curl. So I'm gonna go ahead and just take like half of it. Ouch! And just curl mainly the end. Just to liven up the ends a little bit. Okay, I just add that little tidbit, and now we can get on to the outro. So as I showed you guys, this one did come from Unice, and this is the packaging. Inside, we did get a few little goodies, including your pack of HD wig caps, and these most certainly are exclusive to Unice. We also got a melt belt, which matches so perfectly, but of course we don't need this today, only because we don't have any lace, but it's always good to have one of these ready to go for your lace. And last but most certainly not least, we did get some press-ons, and they have that pink French tip. Super nice, girly and classy, and they match the packaging. And that is pretty much it, love bugs. I love this one for a simple, easy, low maintenance way to go ahead and switch it up. Give the lace a break, give the forehead a little bit of time to catch up as far as that little lace tan goes. Give the hair some air so it can air out and breathe, but still kind of keep the majority of the hair protected. I'm not into like pressing or adding heat to my hair daily or even weekly. So the little behind the ear tuck, you still get the va-va-voom, if you will, but you can go ahead and make it a little bit more easy maintenance. Let me know what you guys think. If you got some tips for me on like the natural hair thing, especially when it comes to blending and V-parts, be sure to leave it in the comments. And yeah, it is Thanksgiving Eve for me, so I'm about to hang out, and I gotta go ahead and do the girls' hair so that I have one less thing to do tomorrow before I cook. So a glass of wine while the chaos begins will be really nice right now. I hope you guys are enjoying the holidays and being safe. I do have a direct link and all the details to this beauty down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and share with your friends. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Smooches.